So once again we are here at the Flakturm together with Tarik Barri, the other part of Monolake, who's doing the 3D visuals. And it's nice to meet you.
Likewise, yeah.
I wanted to ask you if you can tell us about your work and what's your part together with Robert when you do the Monolake live sessions.
Yeah, well, my work is a lot of things, but it's always about music and visuals together. That's why I studied music and technology, and from there on I went on to also include graphics in my musical work. And at some point I just wrote Robert a lot of mails until he finally replied and said, "Yeah, maybe we should work together."
That's the story you told us before.
Yeah. So I was finished with my study, and I had no idea where to go exactly with my work, which is right in between the graphics and the audio. So I thought, well, Robert, I knew that he was also busy with the same kind of subjects. So I thought that if somebody would be able to help me, or at least to understand what I'm trying to do, it should be him. So fortunately, yeah, he agreed, and then we did a performance together in Scotland, and this worked out quite nicely.
Yeah.
So we're still working together. Yeah.
Yeah, it works quite good. That's what we saw before.
Good.
And so your programming, Robert told us you're not synced.
Yeah.
So
not synced anymore. No.
Why it's not synced together?
Because we had no other choice after trying everything else. We started out, our first performance was already synced, because we are both computer nerds, so for us it's very natural and very normal to immediately start with the computers communicating with each other. But well, at least with us, at some point, or at least with me, I noticed that I was getting lazy. Because it was automatically synced. Whenever Robert threw in some kind of a harsh beat, my visuals would automatically also have some kind of flashing reaction, and this would always be, kind of all right. But it also made me a little bit less responsive, because I could trust on the system to arrange the visuals for me. But as soon as we let go of the sync, after trying all kinds of other things, then we noticed that the interaction was becoming much more intense and much more intuitive, because now it was only feeling brain and other feeling brain, and heart and soul, of course. In a way, this made me much more involved in the whole performance. It made me more alert, because I know that if I'm not doing anything, nothing's going to change. Everything depends on me, and this makes me just much more, all my neurons fire, and I'm in hyper alert mode, and I have to be really ready for every little change. So that's why, just as a live performer, this has been such a much better way to go.
And I thought you're working with Max MSP, or which program you use?
Yeah, I'm using Max MSP, but you can also use the programming language Java in Max MSP. So I'm using a whole lot of Java within a little bit of Max MSP, and I'm also using a lot of the processing library. Processing is a graphical programming language, which is also really nice to use for my purposes.
Maybe you can tell us about the concept of tonight's show?
Yeah, basically the whole idea is that this room is no longer a room, it is a chamber inside a space shuttle. We're lifting off into outer space, and the three projected screens are basically three windows through which we look to this outside space. And we're going really, really far away, farther than man has ever seen in telescopes. So there are really strange shapes and forms which are behaving in ways that we completely don't understand. And we are exploring this world, the audience and us together. And it's like you have one screen on the front, you have one screen on one side and one screen on the other side. And it's just like if you'd have a room with three windows, you see a different part of the outside world. But if I move forward with my spaceship, you will see that from the front window, there are things coming towards you. On the side, you see that they're going sideways like that. On this side, you see that they're going sideways like that. And if I turn, then you also see that the whole room is turning in such a way. So that's the way I'm making all of this into one 3D world.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to see your performance tonight.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks a lot for giving us the interview.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks.